Good afternoon and welcome to my garden and this week of the Every Bit Counts Challenge. So the Every Bit Counts Challenge was started by the Three Rivers Homestead. It's for in the month of August. You're supposed to preserve something every day and to make every little bit count. So today is Monday and we're going to be preserving some kale. Baby, you want to pick some kale? Where's the kale? All right, we have a basket full of kale. Let's go inside. Now that I'm inside, I have my dehydrator trays, so we're going to break the kale into relatively small pieces and we're going to put them on the dehydrator tray and get them drying. Good job. We have a dehydrator full of kale. So the dehydrator will probably run 12-24 hours depending on how long it takes to dry the kale. And this is what we'll be making. I'm making a dehydrated kale powder, so I'll be throwing this in soups, stews, pasta sauces, pretty much anywhere I want a little added nutrition. I won't be letting these kale stems go to waste. I'm actually going to cut them up and kind of use them like green beans and stir fries. While I was outside, I also picked a few other things. One of them were straw flowers. These make very good dried flowers, so I figured I'd harvest some, get some preserved for the winter so we can have a little pop of color in the winter. And I know that I'm a little late harvesting these. I should harvest them more like this yellow one here when the flower is still partially closed. But we're going to get them drying and we'll use them nonetheless. I also harvested some calendula flowers, so I'm going to get those drying on this drying rack. There were also a handful of okra pods ready to be harvested, so I'm going to chop these up and get them in the freezer. It is Tuesday of this Every Bit Counts Challenge week, and a little update about Monday. So I did can some pineapple zucchini yesterday, so we can count that for Monday. And today I am working on some tomatoes. I had a huge basket of tomatoes that I picked a few days ago. And now I'm working on making them into crushed tomatoes. So I got all my tomatoes in here, and we have quite a few different varieties. So I got like the regular paste tomatoes, which are red. I got some yellow variety, purple, and green. So it's going to be very colorful. I had to skin the tomatoes before putting them in this pot, and I saved all the skins because I'll be dehydrating them, making a tomato powder, which can be used in replacement of tomato paste. I'm checking on my kale that I started yesterday, and it is very dry, so I'm going to get it all crushed up and add it to this jar. I just put 4 quarts of crushed tomatoes in the canner and 1 quart of tomato juice, and those have to process for a while. I have 2 trays of tomato skins ready to go in the dehydrator. One more thing I'm preserving today is I have some zucchini here, so this is freeze-dried zucchini. So I am going to grind up this freeze-dried zucchini into powder, and I've heard that you can use that as a flour substitute for, I think, 1/3 of your flour in whatever recipe that you're using. So let's grind that up. Welcome to Wednesday. We've been busy in the kitchen already. Today I was processing cherries. I had bought some cherries at the grocery store, and they were sitting in my fridge for far too long, so I decided to process some. I have 4 pints of cherries in syrup and 3 half pints of spirited cherries. I did 2 vodka, 1 rum. And here they are, just being... The canner is almost up to a rolling boil, so then we're going to set the timer for 15 minutes. Back inside and on the stove, I am boiling the cherry pits. So I've heard that you can make cherry juice out of the cherry pits, because on the pits there's still like a bunch of little like cherry bits on there. So you just boil that, get all those little bits off, and you can make the cherry juice and then use that to make cherry jelly. And these are the beautiful cherry preserves that we ended up with. Happy Thursday. So it's been a really busy day. So all I'm gonna do is cut up some okra and stick it in the freezer for today's Every Bit Counts Challenge. Happy Friday. Today I have 4 trays of chopped cherry tomatoes going in the freeze dryer. Thank you for joining me on this Every Bits Counts Challenge week. I had a lot of fun preserving some food, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.